Hi everyone. In this video lesson, we're going to learn how to use the percent proportion to solve percent problems. Now you can solve percent problems different ways, but in this video lesson, we're going to focus on using the percent proportion. Let's review the first example that has already been worked out for us. Okay? So this is the percent proportion that we're going to be using to solve these percent problems. They have already used it to solve this example right here. What is 46% of 1,250? Okay, this percent proportion tells us basically where all the numbers go depending on the words that are used. Okay? So let's look and see how they set up this percent problem using this proportion. All right, so the percent will go right here over 100 because percent is always out of 100. What is the question that we're asking. What is 46% of 1250 of always goes down here on the bottom. So this is where the number that goes with the word of goes. And this is where the number that goes with is goes. And this is where your percent goes. So they have done it already here for us. 46% goes here of 1,250. The number that goes with of goes down here. And the number that goes with is goes right here. And this is what is. What is. So we're missing that value, and that can be represented by using an X. And now we'll just go about solving this problem by taking the cross product. 46 times 1,250 right here equals 100 times X right here. Okay, we'll multiply these two values and we're going to get 57,500 equals 100x. We're going to divide both sides by 100. And this will help us solve for x. X is 575. So 46% of 1,250 is 575. So let's go ahead and solve these problems. All right, I'm going to go ahead and write down our percent proportion first. So it's going to be percent over 100 equals is over of. And we're going to let this proportion guide us to set up this math problem correctly. All right, so we are missing the number that goes with is. We have our percent, so we'll put that down, 34 over 100. We're missing the number that goes with is. We have the number that goes with of, which goes down here. So we're missing this value here. We'll let that be x. And now we're going to go ahead and take the cross product. 100 times x is 100x. And let's multiply. 34 times 220 is 7,480. Now we'll divide both sides by 100 to get x by itself. So 100 divided by 100 is just 1x. So we have 1x on this side equals 74.80. And that's our answer. That is the number that is 34% of 220. All right, let's go ahead and try the next one. So we'll start with our percent that goes over 100. Okay, our is missing in this case. We have our of is 300. So our is missing, we'll let that be x. Now we'll take the cross product. 100 times x is 100x. And 27 times 300 is 8,100. Now we'll divide both sides by 100 to get x by itself. and x equals 81. And that's our answer. All right, you should probably pause the video right now and try the next two on your own and come back and check. I'm going to go ahead and continue. So we have 90% over 100. We have our of, that goes down here, 650. And again, we're missing our is, the number that goes with is. We'll take the cross product, 100 times x is 100x. And then we'll multiply 90 times 650. And we're going to get 58,500. Now we'll divide both sides by 100 to solve for x. And x equals 585. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go to the next one. 28% over 100. I have my number that goes with of. I don't have my number that goes with is. So put 732 here and x here. We'll take the cross product, 100 times x equals 28 times 732. And that's going to be 20,496. We'll divide both sides by 100. And x equals 204.96. All right, moving on to number 6. Now they vary the way they are worded, so you have to be careful because sometimes you're looking for the number that goes with is, sometimes you're looking for the number that goes with of, and sometimes you're looking for the number that goes with percent. So this one here, we're going to find that this one will be a little different. So 6 is, so we have the number that goes with is, we have our percent, but we don't have our of. You see here, of what number? We don't have our of in this case. So we'll start with writing our percent, 13 over 100. We have our is, that number is 6. We don't have our of, that will be x. And now we'll take the cross product again. So this will be 600 equals 13 times x is 13x. We'll divide both sides by 13. And x equals 46.15. All right, moving on to number 7. We have 38% over 100. We have our is. We don't have the number that goes with of. So this is going to be x, and this will be 230. We'll take the cross product. 100 times 230 is 23,000 equals x times 38 is 38x. And we're going to go ahead and divide both sides by 38 to get x by itself. So now x is by itself, and that equals 605.26. Okay, again, pause the video and try the next two because they're similar to 6 and 7. %15 over 100. I have my is. I don't have of what number. I don't have my of. We can take the cross product right now. So that's 19,300 equals times 15 times x, 15x. Divide both sides by 15. to get x by itself. And we're going to get 1,286.67 when we divide 19,300 divided by 15. All right, let's go on to number 9. 57% out of 100. I have my is, and I'm looking for my of, the number that goes with of. So take the cross product here. I'll have 9,600. Take the cross product here. I'll have 57x. Divide 57 from both sides so we can get x by itself. And we're going to get 168.42. That's the value for x. And that should be an equal sign here. All right, so now number 10 and 11 will take a different form. Okay, we're going to be missing, in this case, the percent. We are not given the percent. We are given the of and we are given the is. We're looking for the percent. So the percent is missing. We'll represent that with x. X over 100 equals, my of is 428 and my is 50. So I'll take the cross product. So that's 5,000 equals this cross product, 428x. I forgot to circle, but I took this cross product. All right, now we're going to divide both sides by 428 to solve for x. So x equals 11.68. So because they're asking for what percent, we have to show this is a percent. So we have to put the percent sign next to it, just like that. And that's our answer. All right, let's try number 11. What percent of 584 is 221? We are looking for the percent again, so we don't have that. That'll be x over 100. We have our of, that'll be on the bottom, 584. And our is 221. All right, we'll take the cross product. So that's 22,100 equals this cross product, 584x. We'll divide both sides by 584 to get x by itself. And we'll get x equals 37.84. So that's 37.84%. And I'm rounding to the nearest hundredth in this problem and in this lesson, as a matter of fact. All right, let's go on to number 12. And you should probably, right now, again, pause the video and try to work these two and come back and check and see how you did. All right, we're looking for what percent again. So x over 100. We have our of, 724, and our is 230. So we're going to take the cross product. $23,000 equals this cross product, 724x. Divide both sides by 724. And you're going to get x equals 31.77%. And I am rounding to the nearest hundredths. Okay, I'll write it over here, 31.77%. That's our answer. All right, let's go on to the next one. What percent of 2,450 is 450? We're looking for the percent again. It's going to be x over 100. We have our of 2,450, and our is 450. So we'll take the cross product. 45,000 equals this cross product, 2,450x. We'll divide both sides by 2,450 to solve for x. And x equals 18.75%. I'll write it right here, 18.75%. This concludes this video lesson on solving percent problems using the percent proportion.